Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Before we get started, this broadcast is for
Order
demonstration,
submitted.
educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, man, you better ask somebody. Preferably a licensed financial advisor. There is significant amount of risk when trading the financial markets. With that being said, I hope everyone had a really nice weekend. Your weekend is over. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Doctor. Good morning, William. Your first day. We'll go easy on you. Good morning, Hank. William's been a member with us forever. God bless you. Judy, good morning. Gambit's back. Jorge and Rodney. Man, gold's got me drooling over here. You can see just a quick foundation information of what you're looking at here on your screen if today's your first day. Um, this is the AI Auto Trader and iBots that we're going to be trading today. They're both fully automated strategies that run within NinjaTrader 8. Once those bots are enabled, they will execute and manage the trades for you. Today we're going to be trading the ES and the NQ futures. That's the S&P 500 and NASDAQ futures. We've got a few strategies running on the Dow, a one-day pass. And we've diversified into crude oil and gold. On January 20th, Donald Trump made trading gold great again. Gold has been extremely volatile, and this week, with the tariffs getting ready to hit tomorrow, or April 1st or 2nd, this could be a huge week. You see, gold is at $3,154 an ounce. My goodness. My goodness. But you could see that we've been running these strategies right through the overnight session, the London Open, and now right into the New York Stock Exchange Open. And what we have here is our leaderboard. These are the bots that are doing the best pre-market. Our ES30 range on the one-day pass scored. Our gold bot is up $2,620. Retirement plan, $1,210. And another ES on a 30 range is up 1,000. So those are the bots that are doing the best in today's session in the current trading environment. What I like to do in the morning is our morning power play trade. And I'm going to get set up very quickly for it. I am going to use the velocity, and I tighten my stop to 60 ticks on the velocity. Let me unlock this. So I'm going to make my leader account the velocity drone.
Order submitted.
And I'm going to put my PA accounts on it if I can find them. Here they are. And what I do in this morning trade on my PA accounts is between 9:32 and 9:45, or in the first half hour of the market open, I like to look for a alignment of trend on my 20 Unirenko and my 30 range. And if I do have that multi-time frame alignment, I kind of time out. I use a little timing, a little discretion onto when to enable the bot and when to enable my trade copier. Now, Sergio is going to have this fully automated by the end of this week. We got a little bit of a delay because tomorrow, you may know, is our grand opening of Right Line Funding. So By the end of the week, we're going to have this fully automated, but for today or for the near future, we're going to use a little discretion and we're going to
Order
manually
submitted.
time out, put the timing on when we're going to enable the trade copier. And the rules are very simple. The rules for entry is for a short trade, we have to have 3/4 of the candle bar through the 50 on my 20 unit Renko. This is my 20 unit Renko, my higher time frame. And the overnight session was flat. We took a leg down, a bounce up. Not a lot of range to that. Kind of a ranging market. So the rules for a short trade, we want 3/4 of the candle to break below the 50. And of course, on our 30 range market structure wise, we also want price to be below the 50. If we get a 15 crossover, that's even an extra bonus. We don't want to trade into support, obviously. If it sets up, we'll take it. If it doesn't set up, we have other options. We've got gold that looks really juicy.
Order submitted.
The retirement plan and the ES30 range are all viable options. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. We don't want any unpleasant surprises. Myself personally, I don't trade through any red folder, even orange folders. I don't trade my live account through the news reports. There's a lot more risk associated with those entries, with that burst of volatility. But today is Monday, March 31st. If you're with us this morning, that's the good news. Amen. Still in the game. God is good. What I see on the calendar today, Chicago PMI is a yellow. And that looks like the only report that's going to come out during this live stream, and it's a yellow folder. Rouse Mac Truck is on fire today. Sam, good morning, Sam. Hey, Carol, I got your email. You're number 1 on my list. I should have called you last week. Sorry.
Order submitted.
So the market's going to open in just a couple of minutes. Hey, Nodak in Vietnam is here. Good morning. Nodak, we're going to be trading our automated bots this morning on the futures instruments. We're going to use a trade copier. And we're going to try to keep the streak alive. Had a bit of a drawdown last week. Now gold is headed down, down, down. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's put this on the NQ30 range. My iBots are going to kick in at 9:35. 9:35, the iBots kick in. Let me go to my velocity.
Order submitted.
There it is. The velocity's in a trade. This is the strategy
submitted.
that I use.
Order submitted.
For that morning power play, when we're looking for the alignment of trends. And I'll bring my copier over. There goes gold. Let's give it till 9:32. We're getting a retracement back to the 50. Gold is a monster. Ooh, that's a nice short right there. Big volume. 4,500 contracts, just under 5,000 contracts a minute. E-mini's at 16,000 contracts a minute.
Order submitted.
Oh, that's a nice entry. That's a nice entry. Oh, I liked it the minute I saw it. Let's jump on it. Let's get the next trade. Got a retracement back up to the 50. And let's see if we can get a continuation down.
Order submitted.
Put us in. Anytime now.
Order submitted.
Anytime now. Come on, put us in. Didn't want to trade into support. Let's get a break.
Order submitted.
Okay, bam, we're in now. Let's see if we can get some follow through the downside. Trying to get in our profit window. Come on down. A little bit further. In the profit window.
Order
all the
submitted.
way. Bam. And a one and done. Monday morning.
Order submitted.
So I turned off my copier. That's my go-to trade. Monday through Friday. About an 80% win rate on that trade. You could see it jumped right back in short. Another winner. 250 or 500? Could go all the way. Bam. 2 500s in a row.
Order submitted.
It's right back in short again.
Order submitted.
Wow, look at the 20U. Another meltdown. Boy, the market doesn't like these tariffs coming up. This is picking up right where it left off on Friday. I'm going to quickly take my PA accounts. I hit my profit goal
Order submitted.
across 3 PA accounts. Scored $1,425. That's my profit goal. I look to make $300 to $500 per day on these PA accounts. So I'm going to unlock this, take my PA accounts right off quickly. No mistakes today. But that bot just hit 3 or 4 winners in a row. Here's
Order
my open
submitted.
positions. The bots love this big move down. My iBots are going to kick in just a minute.
Order submitted.
I think we're going to see gold pop to the upside any minute now. Let's keep an eye on our leaderboard. The leaderboard is very important. Are all my bots winning
Order
right
submitted.
now? No, not all of them. This is the ones that are doing the best in the current trading environment. If I scroll to the bottom, you'll see there are bots losing.
Order submitted.
We're not going to worry about those. We're going to concentrate on the ones that we can copy that are winning. If you have a trade copier, I'll tell you, it makes you a lot more quick and nimble. because it doesn't, you don't have to go into the strategy parameters to change the account. Out of the box, the bots come with their own separate SIM account.
Order
Every
submitted.
bot comes with its own separate SIM account. So if you have a trade copier, without going into the strategy parameters and having to edit the account, you could very quick and easy make one of those SIM accounts your leader account and copy it to your live account, or accounts, plural. Holy moly, Judy's Gold Scalper's up
Order submitted.
5,100. Amazing. Getting a bit of a bounce here.
Order submitted.
Here we go. Here comes
Order
gold.
submitted.
I've got a feeling about this gold trade. With this meltdown on the indexes.
Order submitted.
Well, we're getting a bounce now.
Order submitted.
Okay, our iBots are going to kick in
Order
now.
submitted.
Starting to line up now. Well, the 20U, you could see it retraced right to the
Order
50.
submitted.
The iBot just jumped in on the ES on the 4 Unirenko. Just a
Order
beautiful,
submitted. Order
beautiful
submitted.
entry. There goes the
Order
iBot on the
submitted.
16U.
Order submitted.
Let's see if we get some
Order
follow through to the
submitted.
downside. It's starting to look really juicy, let me tell you. We got the ES4
Order submitted.
Unirenko in short and the 16U on the NASDAQ short. Market structure-wise set up very nicely. The yellow dotted line on my E-mini chart is the VWAP. On a short trade, we always love to be below that VWAP.
Order submitted.
See, now I have a disparity. I have a 30 range long and a 16U short. That's why my methodology for that morning trade is to have a multi-time frame alignment and trend. We don't want to take long trades
Order submitted.
in a market like
Order
this.
submitted.
Now watch it pop up and hit the profit target to the
Order
upside.
submitted.
I knew it. I said, we don't want to take a long trade. And the 30 range goes straight up into my profit target.
Order submitted.
Let's see what positions we're in here on the iBots. 30 range. That could be a fun one to watch.
Order submitted.
It appeared we were going to pick up where we left off on Friday for a minute.
Order submitted. Order
The
submitted.
great thing about these bots is they eliminate our own biases and opinions of what's going to happen.
Order submitted.
Now, all the risk just came off this 30 range. Now we're in this for a free ride that has the
Order
potential
submitted.
to be a tremendous winner.
Order submitted.
Here we go, short. Here we go. If we get some follow through to the downside, this could be turned into a home run. Here we go. Here we go.
Order submitted.
This NASDAQ 30 range is in on the IBOT. Let's see if we get some follow through here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Gold's back in short with a trailing stop. See if we can break through support here.
Order submitted.
Man, this is going to be a monster day.
Order submitted.
Exit on the line change. So it hit a big winner. What happened was my stop automatically attached to my 15 EMA. So what we had there was a momentum-based trailing stop that took us out of the trade with a nice profit, at least $700 or $800 on that trade. This is an open position I need to close.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oof, jumped in long.
Order submitted.
So the new filter that Sergio's making that will automate that morning trade we do, it will prevent these entries. When my 20U is short below the 50, it's not going to take these longs on the 30 range. I think it'll take off a significant amount of risk from those entries. Sure, we are going to catch one or two home runs this way, but we're going to also pull in some losers that we'd rather sidestep.
Order submitted.
Okay, we're back in short on the 16U.
Order submitted.
My gold is just firing off short. Here's the IBOT 20U.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
So those bigger bars with this volatility, a 16U, 20U on the NASDAQ, those are the ones that are really performing the best in this volatile market. We don't want to get faked out on a smaller bar on the NASDAQ. RJ, I really like RJ's strategy with the 150 range
Order
bar.
submitted.
On the NASDAQ, that's a big bar. That's not going to get caught up in that whipsaw.
Order submitted.
Bam, you can see we're up really quickly on this 20U. $1,700. Our 16U right back in again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to piggyback those on my evals. I hit my profit goal. Look at gold. Wow. There's so many to choose from right now. You know, which one do you pick for your copier?
Order
looking
submitted.
At our leaderboard, if we want to make data-based decisions, We would go with gold, the 16U, 20U, 24U. You can't pick a bad one. The 30 range velocities had a really good session too. I'm tempted to go try give gold a shot. The Sim GC2U gold. I think there's going to be a lot of action on gold these next couple of days. It's just a hunch. So I turned on gold on this bot down here. Nice job, Rao. Yes. Love to see that. Trading gold, Rao? Here we go. We might pop in here short on this gold entry.
Order submitted.
Well, I'm crazy not to play these big Unarenkos too.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submit. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Bam, we're in. We're in this one short.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
I'm in long gold too. Ooh, counter trend on gold. Do we get the pop to the upside?
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Hey, the Dukester's in the house. Good morning, Duke. Come on, gold. Let's go long. Push through that 50, gold.
Order submitted.
There we go.
Order submitted.
Okay. Might just get a monster on gold. Let's get off of this.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
That ES30 star is off to the races. Let's get gold. Let's get some follow through here with gold. I'm in this position.
Order submitted.
Let's go. Let's go for a ride, gold. Come on, let's go. Push
Order
up.
submitted.
There we go. Keep pushing. There you go. And a nice trade on gold.
Order submitted.
Okay, here we go. We're getting a
Order
nice
submitted.
pop on gold here. We're starting to line up for a long trade now on the NASDAQ. Things have changed.
Order submitted.
Oh, we're back in on the 16.
Order submitted.
I turned my thing off.
Order submitted.
Come on, take off, gold. Whoa. That does sound like a lot of risk, Board of Trading. Come on, gold.
Order submitted.
To the moon.
Order submitted.
To the moon, gold. Where am I at? Oh, somehow I pulled in a... Oh, no. Okay. Keep pushing up, gold.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Getting a nice ride here on gold. Keep going, gold. Keep on going. Looking for a monster here on gold. Okay, here we go. Got one, Rao. Got a live one on gold. They're biting. Come on, keep pushing up. It's getting tired on me. Don't stop now.
Order submitted.
Getting a big bounce here on the E-mini and the NASDAQ and gold. Usually there's an inverse correlation with gold. Not today.
Order submitted.
They're both going in the same direction. Come on, let's go gold. To the moon, gold. To the moon. Well, I chickened out and I disabled my 16U. And now it's in a monster. In $1,000 gold trade here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, Judy, I've got. Let's get you with Charles because we have a fix for that. Darn.
Order
Ooh,
submitted.
jumped right back in long on that 20U. Come on, gold. To the moon, gold. Let's ride it. Come on, gold. Keep pushing. Give me a few more ticks. There you go. Nice. Beauty. Don't come back now. Come on, one more push. Nice.
Order
I'm happy
submitted.
right there.
Order submitted.
Gonna take profits on it. That one trade on the
Order submitted.
16U, I pulled in. Caught $1,000 winner on gold. Now that gold bot showed its face early this morning, and it came right to the top of our leaderboard. That's our methodology with these bots.
Order submitted.
Is we let them run through the overnight session. We let the ones performing the best come to the top of our leaderboard. That gold bot did everything but smack us to say trade me. We watched it catch winner, three or four winners in a row short, and then it turned around and gave us the home run long. So gold, you couldn't go wrong trading gold today. If there's one thing for certain, is the uncertainty with these tariffs coming through. And when there's uncertainty, the smart money's going into gold. Up at 31.46.
Order submitted.
An ounce. We were talking just a few
Order
weeks ago,
submitted.
hey, I wonder if it's going to reach 3,000. Now it's, hey, is this thing going to go to 4,000?
Order submitted.
Right? Right back in on the 16U.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
A monster on gold. Bam, here we are, long E-mini on this ES4U. Boy, that's a beautiful entry. That's an AI bot, David. That's an AI bot. That gold is AI. That's the best strategy of the day. And let me tell you something. I don't see gold, I don't see the volatility on gold ending anytime soon. That's, we don't have political discussions here. All we are capitalists when we trade. So when I talk about Trump, it's from a trading perspective. I'm not endorsing one political
Order
candidate over the
submitted.
other. But
Order submitted.
with the Trump administration, we've seen gold since January 20th catch on fire. That's why I made the comment, Donald Trump's made trading gold great again. This AI bot on gold, especially during the early morning hours. I could show you some data that'll blow your mind. In fact, maybe I will. I showed it to Mark, and he said, "Wow, give me that bot." And let me play around with it. Let's go to that gold bot. And let me see. Sim gold. I should have another gold. What I wanted to show you is if we do a time analyzation, a time optimization for the month of March, this is running 24/7. But if we look at the numbers on an analysis on the half hour of the day, you can see when it really does great is overnight, starting at about 12:30, 1 a.m., right up until 6 a.m., right through the London Open. Gold is just on fire.
Order submitted.
For that time of the day. When it drops off, let's wait. This uses a lot of resources. That's right, volatility is all we care about with these bots. You're 100% right. If we've got a volatile instrument
Order
and
submitted.
a very small bid-ask spread where there's some liquidity, we're in business. But those early morning hours for gold have been the best. I always like to show my PA accounts because we get a lot of members. I answer the phones here at Right Line Trading. I really consider it a privilege to be able to talk to 99% of you. And you guys always ask me, can I trade this on a PA account? It's one of the most common questions. So this is on my PA accounts. I have 3 PA accounts with Apex. And in the month of March, you can see my equity curve. I had a down week last week. I lost 900 across 3 accounts. These are 2 of them are $150,000 PA accounts, and one of them is a $300,000 account. So I had to draw down last week 2,700 across 3 accounts. Today we made about half of it right back. And you can see my little equity curve goes back up. But you could see that was the first
Order
week,
submitted.
really since February. I can go back right to February 1st. On these same three PA accounts. And now you can see we're up to 17,571 since February. How have I been doing it? I've been doing it by that morning power play trade that we did when we first opened up. That's probably 90% of these trades are that trade. With the exception of last week, you can see every week I have a beautiful equity curve that just goes straight up.
Order submitted.
17,571 across three PA accounts. One small drawdown week, and now we're right back on track on Monday. So these bots are definitely provide, and I also want to qualify myself. You know, not how most traders qualify themselves. Trading on a discretionary basis, I'm pretty lousy, almost embarrassing lousy. These bots have really changed the trajectory of my trading.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's see if we can see another trade here. I bought 24U. Let's see what positions we're in here. These are our open positions. I've got a strategy here that I've been working on. It's this SimVW. And man
Order submitted.
almighty, I think I'm going to release it in the collaboration channel.
Order submitted.
Everything's taken off long. On the E-mini, ES30 star. This Sim ES30 star is an AI bot. The 30 star, Robert, who's a member of our community, is a professional at optimization of these strategies. And he shared with our community this 30 star. That's he's up $56,000 the last I checked a week or two ago. The market is slowly creeping up higher. We've had a reversal of fortunes. We started out the session with a big meltdown, and now we're getting a nice bounce.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
This is one of my favorite strategies, the ES8U scalper drone. That's an AI strategy on the E-mini that can really run up the score nicely. So we've really got, you know, the 1-2 punch with the AIs and the iBots. Either one of them you can't go wrong with.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Sorry about that. My gold bot's up 4,000 before commissions. After commissions, 35.71. We've got David Wise. David Wise with the SPY Super System coming up right behind me. The SPY Super. And we've
Order
got a great
submitted.
PDF. I'm going to put the PDF in the chat box. He wrote a PDF, an ebook, and it's on the most common mistakes that we as traders make. And I absolutely love this information. It doesn't matter if you trade futures, forex, stocks, options, any financial instrument, crypto. This is like the Bible for traders. I'm going to put a link in the chat box. The Mole Man. Good morning, Mole Man. Thanks for joining me. The Gold Bot. Making trading great again. Look at this chart, will you? That's $4,000 in trades. Look at this long entry. I caught this one. This is one we caught on the 4 Unorenko and took it all the way up here. Nice. Awesome, Judy. Doing great. 4K on gold. Yes, sir, Dukester. It's always a good idea. I always practice capital preservation. Capital preservation. It seems at times that these bots can't take a loser, but trust me, they can and will. So when you hit your profit target,
order submitted.
Take your money and run. Shut it off for the day.
Order submitted.
Take it off your live account anyway. Gold just shifted short. Let me bring in my PA accounts and I'll show you where I ended up for today, Judy. Started the week off very nicely. I'm very happy.
Order submitted.
Slipped on a few banana peels last week. And we're able to put 475. What happened was on the on my 2 evals, I pulled in a loser on the IBOT, and then I took that big winner on gold. So I wound up plus 475 and plus 465 on the evals. But my PA accounts, it was one and done. One and done. And it went like clockwork. Just how we drew it up on the playboard. In fact, you could have hit 3 in a row. If you didn't get the same one I got,
order
the
submitted.
next 2
Order submitted.
went all the way. Right at 932.
Order submitted.
Right at 932. On the 30 range, if we put on the PA account, and scroll back, you could see our entry here at 932.
Order submitted.
The reason we took that trade, I'm going to show you. Now you could see here, to put things into perspective, my 50 EMA is the solid red line. My 15 is the dotted line. We know that our software defines risk.
Order submitted.
And when risk is at its lowest is when we have the pink background bias. That's telling us that there's a multi-time frame assessment of trend in alignment to the downside. Okay? Our 15 is below our 50. They're both red and slope down. Our Laguerre is pinned. Momentum is pinned to the downside. That's the relative strength index in my Laguerre oscillator telling me momentum is pinned to the downside. Okay? And the confirmation that we received, the real reason why we took this entry when we did. Let's go back right to 932. Right to the entry. Here. And if we go to our 20 Unorenko at 932,
order
and
submitted.
We put it on that same PA account, you're going to see market structure wise, where's price? Below the 50. Where's the 15? Below the 50. My background bias, pink. Market structure wise, I'm lined up for a short on my 20U, and I'm lined up for a short on my 30U. We let the first 2 minutes go. From 9:30 to 9:32, those automated algos fire off. And the market
submitted.
is a little jumpy, or if there was an overnight gap, the market likes to fill in that gap. We give it a few minutes, and once our rules are met, and this is going to be fully automated. Once I hit the on button on my copier, it is fully automated. But what I'm doing right now is timing it to when this lines up between 9:32 and 9:45. And once it does, I hit the on button and I wait for the automated entry on my 30
order submitted.
Range velocity. 30 range velocity. It's an AI bot. And following these rules, we've won 80% of our trades live on YouTube.
Order submitted.
Okay. Good morning, Carol. Yeah, Judy crushed it today. Judy collected $5,000 across her evals and PA accounts. Love it.
Order submitted.
The gold bot's back in. This is our leaderboard bot right here. You can see my leaderboard. Gold is number 1. Bam, it just hit a first target. The gold bot's running up the score. Bouncing off the 50. That ES8U is in. Really like this one as well. It's having trouble breaking back through the VWAP. We normally don't like to try to break the VWAP. This week, Ronald, I assure you, I'm going to get with Sergio right after this live stream.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Look at my sniper on the AI. If we take a closer look at the leaderboard, it's really the AI auto that's running up the score today. The iBot, the ES did well. Now,
Order
there were
submitted.
several iBots earlier that went over 1,000. And listen, if you make over 1,000, you know, I call it a day. I really do. For me, there's no reason to take another. I don't want to give that money
Order
back.
submitted.
Yeah, Ronald, I'm looking forward to getting that out because I think it's really going to make a really great filter, not only for that power play trade, but it'll be a great filter for a number of our other strategies. You know, let's face it, if we can eliminate any losers,
Order submitted.
you know, even at the expense of sidestepping, you know, missing out on a few of those winning trades, you know, those losers are what really hurts. Especially, well, any account, whether it's a prop account or a live account. I mean, I was about to say it hurts, you know, prop accounts, but you know what? If it's your live account, it hurts worse. Let's see if we can find an open position on the NASDAQ. iBot 16U. That's the one that jumped out of the box this morning. Now, in the strategy parameters, I wanted to point this out also because I think it's important. I've had a number of people ask me about this. If we go to a new strategy and we look at the strategy parameters, within the strategy parameters, we have a daily loss limit and a daily profit target. So if you disable your strategy, first, before you disable anything, I always recommend clicking on your positions tab. Make sure you're not in an open position on the one that you want to open up. And now that you've checked and it's not in an open position, then we go to that strategy.
Order submitted.
And let's say it was this 30 range star bot. And I right click and select edit strategy.
Order submitted.
Here we have our trading hours.
Order submitted.
If this is a bot, this is the drone. So this particular drone is trading from 8:30 to 3:30. And it's going to tell the bot within those trading hours when are the best times to trade. It can be up to 3 separate trading sessions. So if it does well at right at 8:30 to 9:30, but then again to from 11 to 1, it'll skip through those times of the day that historically it just doesn't trade well. But what I wanted to show you was the daily profit limit and daily loss limit. So if you have your daily profit limit at $500, if that's how much you want to lose, and your daily loss at 500, and you have close at profit loss limit checked, that means this trade here that I'm in now that's up 600 or 700, it would have closed out right at $500 with this checked. If you uncheck that and you put 500 as your target, then it would allow this trade to go to fruition. Now you could be up 500, it could come all the way back and close out, and you only made 100 or 200 bucks on the trade. On the flip side, it could go all the way down and hit your profit goal and you make 1,000 on the day. So this little check mark can mean a big difference. It can double
Order
your loss
submitted.
or double your profit. But you could set your daily loss limit and your daily profit target right here within the strategy parameters. Once that's reached, right now this particular strategy will stop trading. If I put this to account, then every strategy that's trading that same account will stop trading. Very important. Very important. Capital preservation. If you hit your profit goal, stop trading. If you hit your loss limit, stop trading.
Order submitted.
Come back the next day. That's when, let me tell you, that's when I've always made my biggest mistakes, is when I take a loser or two and I want to get it back. And I turn a bad day into a game ending day, an account ending day, is when things go wrong and I want to make back my money. That's when I lose all my money. So it hurts, and we always feel we can get it back, but it's best to let it go. It's best for me to let it go and come back the next day and try to get it back then. The emotions that are flowing when you go down and you're down over 500 and you've reached your loss limit, your mindset is a little different than when you're just starting fresh. But that's basically what I wanted to show you regarding the daily loss limits. Now what's really nice also is you have your stop and your profit target projected on the chart. So if you see you're about to hit your profit goal, you can always take your stop and drag it down. You know, I usually don't like to risk more than I have the potential to make. We have a really nice feature called the profit window that we can use. Where once the price is within a predefined number of ticks from your profit target, then the stop will automatically lock in
Order submitted.
profits and go to an equal distance behind price. All right.
Order submitted.
I'm going to turn off that voice. Charles told me, he said, hey, that order submitted is annoying and very loud, and I forgot to turn it off. I think it's under general. I'll find it. Oh, here, announcement sounds. Order filled.
Order submitted.
Order submitted. Well, I'll find it after. I could turn them all off. Let's just turn them all off. Okay. Judy, if you get with Charles, in fact, I'm going to email you a couple of zip files to download and import. Thanks, Gambit. Appreciate that. I wish I would have read that right before I got rid of them all. I was too slow on my draw. Um, yeah, Carol. In fact, I adjusted mine this morning. Let's look at the 30 range. Carol asked, can you show where to adjust when the instrument stops? Oh, when? The time, you mean? The trading session hours? Or your profit and loss limit? Or the position of your stop on your chart? How much risk on each trade? I just saw that question, Carol. What I think you meant, no, when it stops trading due to amount. Okay, I think that's what I just showed. Let me go back to my NQ30 range. Now I see I'm in a position, so I don't want to edit it. I want to go to my positions, and I'm going to close that 30 range drone position before I disable it. Got to be able to find it first. Now all the iBots are jumping in long, and the AIs. Big pop to the upside here. Here we go. Boy, that velocity drone jumped right in. Everything's jumping off long. Bear with me. Okay. Now that it's flat, if I right click on the strategy that you want to change the trading hours, Carol, you would first close it if it's in an open position. Then you would uncheck the box to disable it. Then I'm going to right click on it and select edit strategy. Then once I've edited the strategy, the parameters pop up. And the amounts are right here under risk management, just under the global parameters. If I click this arrow, it'll fold up the global parameters. The next section is risk management. This, so I can put my profit limit and my loss limit, and whether or not I want it to close as soon as I reach that number. So that's a hard, if you have this checked, that's a hard stop on these numbers. As soon as they're reached, whether you're in the trade and the trade's still in play, it'll close the position and it'll stop immediately. If you uncheck this box, it'll let that trade play out. So potentially you could lose more or win more than your values. And then whether you have it on per strategy or cumulative, all the strategies running on the same account is this here. What I did on this 30 range, so you know, for my power play morning trade, I changed my stop to 60. I want to take I only want to risk $300 on the trade. So I changed my stop to 60. I like to take two swings at it. So I could potentially lose 600 if I take two straight losers. But I've been winning 80% of my trades with that setup. So, and my average max adverse excursion justifies the 60 tick stop loss. What I mean by that is I look at how much heat on the average I take on those trades. And it's about $300. Anything over that, I'm more likely to get a stop out. On my winning trades, the most heat I normally take is about 60 ticks. All right, so that wraps it up. Let me just go over the leaderboard. So that is ticks. In my stop, it was ticks. Yeah. In my stop, it was ticks. But in the values of the how much you're going to win or lose, that was in dollars. So here's the leaderboard. On the AI Gold Bot, the 1-day pass on the 30 range, the 8U continues. This ES strategy on the AI system, the 8U and the 30 range, man, they are, I can't tell you how often they're on my leaderboard. It must be 4 out of 5 days. Retirement plan has been hot lately. This is our velocity of 2000, the sniper, 1980. The iBot 16U, up 1100. And you saw my Apex accounts. Scored 500 across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts and stopped. And the ES, the iBot ES30 range had a nice day. It's in a trade of losing position now. It's taking some serious heat. So that's how we ended up today. And God willing, I'm going to be back tomorrow. If you would, please. You know what I'm going to say, Dukester? If you like my video here on YouTube, please like my video. It gives us some traction on YouTube. They have these algorithms that, if you put the thumbs up or you make a comment, it gives us extra traction. They have some weird algorithm that they use. And it gets new eyes on our products and services. All right, Rod, you're welcome. Will do, Jim. I go run and pick up my daughter at 1:30. But I will be back at 2:30. If I'm a minute or two late, forgive me. Spring break is over. The kids are back in school. Oh, I just read your message, Judy. You got slippage on the 932, but you closed out at 556. I'm glad to hear you took that trade. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today. Thanks. I appreciate that, Jim. Carol, I'm going to give you a call real quick. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you here tomorrow. God willing.